Job 13. Behold, my eyes have seen all these things, and my ears have heard and understood. As you know, I also know, I am not inferior to you. But I will speak to the Almighty, and I want to defend myself before God. You, however, are inventors of lies, and you are all worthless doctors. I wish you were completely silent, for that would be your wisdom. Now listen to my defense, and listen to the arguments on my lips. Will you speak wickedly for God, and for him will you speak lies? Will you have respect for his person? Will you contend for God? Would it be good for you if he investigated you? Or will you mock him, as one mocks a man? He will certainly rebuke you if you secretly show respect for persons. Will not his highness dismay you, and the terror of him fall upon you? Your memories are like gray proverbs, your defenses like slime defenses. Be silent before me, and I will speak, and whatever may come upon me. Why should I take my flesh with my teeth, and put my life in my hand? Even if he kills me, I will wait for him, yet I will defend my ways before him. He too will be my salvation, but the hypocrite will not come before him. Listen carefully to my words, and with your ears to my declaration. Behold, I have ordered my cause, and I know that I will be found righteous. Who is he that will contend with me? If I were silent now, I would surrender my spirit. Only two things do not do to me, then I will not hide from your face. Turn your hand away from me, and let me not be frightened by your terror. So call, and I will answer, or I will speak, and you will answer me. How many faults and sins do I have? Notify me of my transgression and my sin. Why do you hide your face, and consider me your enemy? Will you chase a leaf caught by the wind? And will you chase the dry stubble? Why do you write bitter things against me and make me inherit the guilt of my youth? You also put my feet in the trunk, and observe all my ways, and mark the signs of my feet. And he consumes me like rottenness, and like clothes that moths eat away. Job 14. Man, born of woman, is of few days and full of restlessness. He goes out like a flower, and withers, he also flees like a shadow, and does not remain. And upon this one you open your eyes, and you bring me into judgment with you. Who will bring out the clean from the unclean? Nobody. Since his days are determined, with you is the number of his months, and you have set limits for him, and he will not go beyond them. Turn away from him, so that he may have rest, until, like the newsboy, he finds contentment in his day. For there is hope for the tree, which, if it be cut down, will still be renewed, and its growth will not cease. If its root grows old in the earth, and its trunk dies in the dust, at the smell of the water it will sprout and give branches like a plant. However, when a man dies, he is consumed, man yielding the spirit, then where is he? As the waters withdraw from the sea, and the river is exhausted, and becomes dry. So a man lies down, and does not get up, until there are no more heavens, he will neither wake nor awaken from his sleep. Oh, that you would hide me in the grave, and hide me until your wrath was gone, and put a limit on me, and remember me. If a man dies, will he live again? Every day of my battle I would wait, until my change came. You would call me, and I would answer you, and you would have affection for the work of your hands. But now you count my steps, do you not watch over my sin? My transgression is sealed in a sack, and you heap up my iniquities. And, in truth, when the mountain falls, it falls apart, and the rock is removed from its place. The waters wear away the stones, the floods drown the dust of the earth, and you destroy man's hope. You forever prevail against him, and he passes away, you change his face, and you fire him. His children receive honor without his knowing it, they are humiliated, without him noticing. But his flesh in him mourns, and his soul in him mourns. Job 15. Then Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said, Shall the wise man speak vain wisdom? And he will fill his belly with the east wind. Arguing with words that are of no use, and with reasons that are of no use? And you have made fear vain, and have diminished your prayers before God. For your mouth declares your iniquity, and you choose the tongue of the cunning. Your mouth condemns you, not I, and your lips testify against you. Are you perhaps the first man born? Or were you formed before the hills? Or have you listened to the secret advice of God and limited your wisdom to yourself? What do you know that we don't know? What do you understand that there is not in us? There are also among us gray-haired and elderly people, much older than your father. Do you perhaps ignore the consolations of God and the gentle words we speak to you? Why does your heart take you away, and why do your eyes blink? To turn your spirit against God, and let such words come out of your mouth? What is man that he should be pure? And what is born of a woman, to be fair? Behold, he does not trust in his saints, nor are the heavens pure in his eyes. How much more abominable and corrupt is the man who drinks iniquity like water? Listen to me, I will show you, and what I have seen I will tell you. What the wise men announced, when they heard from their fathers, and did not hide it. To whom only the land was given, and no stranger passed among them. Every day the wicked is tormented, and a certain number of years are reserved for the tyrant. The sound of horrors is in his ears, even in peace the destroyer comes upon him. He does not believe that he will return from darkness, but that the sword awaits him. He wanders about for bread, saying, "Where is it?" He knows well that the day of darkness is already prepared for him, at hand. Anguish and tribulation haunt him, they prevail against him, like a king prepared for battle. For he stretched out his hand against God, and became angry with the Almighty. It lunges at him with its stiff neck, and at the thick points of its shields. Because he covered his face with his fat, and created fat on his sides. And he dwelt in desolate cities, in houses where no one lived, which were about to become heaps of ruins. He will not become rich, nor will his wealth survive, nor will his possessions spread throughout the land. He will not escape the darkness, the flame of the fire will dry up his shoots, and with the breath of his mouth he will disappear. Therefore let him not trust in vanity, deceiving himself, for vanity will be his reward. Before his day it will be consummated, and his branch will not grow again. He will shake off his unripe grapes like grapes on a vine, and let his blossom fall like an olive tree. For the congregation of the hypocrites will become barren, and the fire will consume the tents of bribery. They conceive malice, and give birth to iniquity, and his belly prepares deceptions. Job 16. Then Job answered, saying, I have heard many things like these, you are all troublesome comforters. Will there never be an end to these windy words? Or what irritates you, so you respond? Would I also speak as you speak, if your soul were instead of my soul, or would I heap words against you, and shake my head against you? Rather I would strengthen you with my mouth, and the consolation of my lips would ease your pain. If I speak, my pain does not cease, and if I remain silent, what is my relief? Indeed, now you have made me weary, you devastated my entire company. Witness this is that you have already made me wrinkled, and my thinness has already risen up against me, and in my face it testifies against me. In his anger he tore me to pieces, and he persecuted me, he gnashed his teeth against me, my adversary sharpens his eyes against me. They open his mouth against me, with contempt they struck me on the chin, and they are all gathered together against me. God hand me over to the wicked, and make me fall into the hands of the wicked. I was at rest, but he broke me, and he took me by the neck, and tore me in pieces, he also targeted me. His archers surround me, he pierces my kidneys, and does not spare me, and my gall pours out on the ground. Strike me with wound upon wound, attack me like a brave man. I sewed the hair shirt over my skin, and rolled my head in the dust. My face is all red from weeping, and upon my eyelids is the shadow of death. Even though there is no violence in my hands, and my prayer is pure. Oh! Earth, do not cover my blood, and there is no place to hide my cry. Behold, now also my witness is in heaven, and my testimony is on high. My friends are the ones who make fun of me, my eyes burst into tears before God. Oh! If anyone could contend with God for man, as man for his neighbor. Because after a few years, I will follow the path I will never return to. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and leave a comment.